mill. He probably will be in the steel mill.
You gonna throw his plastic fork.
Don't throw plastic. All right, a couple of NCAA news. NCAA news. Now, what do you? I need your college expertise real quick. What do you know about the red shirt rule?
Basically, if it's a transfer or, if they hurt and they can't play, they just red shirt. Basically, it's like a lost year.
Like a lost year.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, I think the old rules were like if you made an appearance, played a down,
Anywhere
a
else.
series, you have officially lost your eligibility. Okay. Well, the NCAA has come down with a couple of rules about those things, and now you can play up to 4 games and still have a red shirt. Okay, so we've had situations where quarterbacks have gotten injured, and you're down to like your 3rd and 4th string QB. As Mookie jubilantly points the finger at himself, his Michigan Wolverines are still searching for a quarterback. If you play 4 games, and let's say Harbaugh, for example, says, "All right, no, we need to save you for next year," you can do that. And I think that's a very, very good rule. And I think the next rule is my favorite rule is ain't no transfer blocking. Okay, so say a player wanted to transfer, from a school maybe after his 1st or 2nd year, or her. There was always a list of schools to where the coach would block you from transfer. And this usually involved teams in your conference or teams in your state. Okay? And it most recently came up in a situation with Nick Saban and an offensive lineman. Okay? But the interesting thing about the Nick Saban and the offensive lineman situation was he had already graduated. He was a 5th-year senior trying to do the grad transfer thing, so he can play 1 more year of sports. And the ire, was aimed at Nick Saban. And Saban kept telling y'all, "No, this is a conference rule. This is a conference rule. This is a conference rule." Now, those that pushed back at Nick Saban said, "Well, you could just take the schools off the list." He's like, "No, this ain't my rule." And I understand that, okay? I mean, I thought he was also passing the buck, but
he didn't help himself when he said, "Do you want free agency in the SEC?" So that didn't really help. Well, you know what I'm saying?
You cover your Blake Sims was not a free agent acquisition.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like.
But now ain't no blocking. Okay, so the NCAA has lifted this restriction off of athletes, and they can go where they want, and you don't have to. I think you still have to sit if you're under eligibility. But in the case of this Alabama situation, it was mostly about,
you ain't the SEC,
you ain't gonna play in the SEC.
That's basically what it was.
Because I think 4 of the schools he wanted to transfer to were in the SEC, and he was like, nah. So I like that. I still like the rule. If you have graduated early, you still have eligibility, you can transfer to the school of your choice. And I think the 5th-year graduates are the only ones that don't have to sit out a year. And then Mookie's, and an example of this is potentially Mookie's new starting quarterback this year,
right?
Shea Patterson. Now, he got caught up in the Ole Miss recruiting scandal. Now, if originally he was supposed to transfer and sit out for a year, okay? But his counter was, I'm being forced to transfer because of the stupid coach out here trying to cheat, and I had nothing to do with that. Now, in the Baylor situation, they just let them transfer. The Baylor and the Penn State situation, they let them just move for the hell of it. It's like, we good. You ain't got to sit out. You just go to the next school, no restrictions, and off to the races. I also think that if you transfer, you shouldn't have to sit out a year. I don't care what you are, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I don't think you should have to sit out, okay? Because they don't do this to coaches unless the coaches are in trouble. I think they call that a show cause situation. So I think that's a pretty good rule coming down the horizon. And I think that more rules to benefit players are better, but just pay them.
And then all this, you get here.
After all this, you still got to pay them. And you can't keep giving them all these benefits and still not pay them and tell me that this ain't prostitution. Because you can have anything in this world except cream.
Dollar.
All right. World Cup's going on. Our first World Cup update. I think a couple of clubs have played the allotted 3 matches in their group. Why not focusing on particular teams? My overall observation of the World Cup is everybody plays soccer, okay? And eventually, the more you play, the better you get at it. And even the teams who are not advancing to the knockout stage, your Panamas, your Egypts, for example, the experience gained is one that is major, in my opinion. Now, I'm not one of those that are going to go off and say make the World Cup 48 countries, because I think that is ridiculous. Keep it at 32. Press those that want to get in the World Cup to continue to get better. You know, Morocco beat Spain today, even though Spain did advance, as Morocco should consider that a major victory. You know, countries like Tunisia, who are advancing. Poland, y'all don't count, because y'all been playing soccer forever. Y'all claim to have one of the world's great strikers, and your man Lewandowski severely overrated. 3 matches, 0 goals for the Bayern Munich striker, and, you know, he just looked helpless out there. The favorites are struggling a bit. Germany needed a beautiful free kick from the great Toni Kroos, assisted by the great Marco Reus to get past Sweden and gain 3 points. Brazil, I don't know what the FIFA soccer. And the 2 major ones are yellow cards and red cards, okay? So you lose a point for the yellow card, you lose 4 points for a red card. So they will accumulate these points at the end of the match if the game ends in a tie, and then that will determine who's the 1 seed and who's the 2 seed. Look, man, soccer got some weird-ass tiebreakers, okay? I mean, penalty kicks are about to come into focus. So in the next week, when the eliminations start, the one-offs, you're going to see a lot of chatter about penalty kicks and whether that should decide the winner. Should we go golden goal, which is next goal wins? Look, this is when you make the radical change of letting unlimited substitutions in soccer. Now, I know it's a long-held tradition that you only get 3 subs, et cetera, and my long-standing soccer purists are okay with the tie. Some of them, well, a lot of them are okay with penalty kicks being used to decide the victory. No, man. If you could do them in hockey shifts, okay? You know, Neymar comes out, takes a breather, you bring in my man Douglas Costa, boom. You know, you can have energy, you can have more strategy with players at the end of the match, decide who to substitute. You know, you can even do it like hockey, right? The home team gets the last shift sub, right? Yeah, so you let the home team get the last substitution, and you don't have to sub them off by shifts. You can sub them in player by player. Look, it happens in football, it happens in basketball. So I don't want to hear the nonsense about recovery time and whatever. Because y'all bring them bench dudes off the warm-up, and they start doing them weirdo warm-up exercises outside the pitch. In like the 30th minute of the match, they may not even come in for 30 more minutes. Okay? Unlimited substitutions in soccer, you will eliminate ties and you will eliminate the conversation that involves penalty kicks. Because the next time you hear me have this talk, some match
there you go.
will be decided by penalty kicks, and y'all gonna be like, how the hell is this going on? Now remember, my mother always taught me to consider the source. And the source that is speaking to you right now is an American sports fan who likes the wins, who likes the losses. No matter how many innings the baseball game has to go to, no matter how many overtimes the hockey or the basketball game got to go to. Football's a different story, okay? We don't need y'all colliding with your heads for 5 quarters, okay? I don't know if I'm like necessarily on board with the 10-minute overtime or like the scoring situation, but you know, football, keep it as is, okay? But this can happen in soccer. And I'm talking about this now because the elimination matches start Saturday. And I guarantee you, between now and the next time we talk, will be a match decided by penalty kicks, and we're going to lose our freaking mind. All right? That's your World Cup update. We'll have more on next Monday.
Good job, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right. Video games are upon us. Speaking of which, is it my man Cristiano back on the cover of FIFA again? Who's on the cover? Who's on the cover of FIFA this year? Okay, so that
Neymar.
Okay, but we do know who's on the cover of NBA 2K19.
LeBron King James.
That's the 20th anniversary edition.
So we got special editions.
Yeah.
Got the 20th anniversary edition with LeBron.
Why not Iverson?
We've got the maybe, contract. I don't know. If he's on the cover of Live. Who's on the cover of Live? You said they had a game coming out.
They ain't announced the cover. They just showed the crappy gameplay.
So we got the 20-year anniversary with LeBron, who was most recently on the cover of NBA 2K14. We've got the J.R. Smith edition. I don't know what you want to call that.
The hand dog.
Got
Anything is possible with this?
yo, hold on. I listened to a podcast. Damn it, it might have been Jalen. But somebody said J.R. does not drink Hennessy.
He doesn't.
He does not drink
He does
Hennessy.
not.
Okay, so there it is. JR does not drink Hennessy. So we'll put that as the anti-Henny version with JR and the retail regular kid version with the great Giannis, Antetokounmpo, future Laker, future Mav, future Magic. I'm wishing it all upon everybody.
I mean, his brother is with the Mavs now, so.
Yeah.
Hold on, so is the middle brother still with the Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanasis, Theanis?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got another one too, right?
They got
And
four. Yes,
yeah,
four of
It's
them.
four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one coming.
Mama Antetokounmpo. Congratulations, my lady.
Rest in
Congratulations.
peace to father, Pinko.
Rest in peace to Father Antetokounmpo. He would be very proud of his boys. All right. So wait a minute. Okay. So real quick before we get to this 2K thing, how many years has he been in the league? 5.
5, yeah.
And you just now discovering corn dogs and Kool-Aid?
Well,
In Milwaukee.
diet plans too.
Right. Home of the bratwurst. So he had one battered, dipped, and fried.
He probably can't because he's on the diet plan probably to get his weight up.
Okay. But we saw the picture after the finals of him trying to get into the taco spot, and he had to wait.
I think he knew about it already. I think he's already had it. I think it's just kind of cool to see
Okay.
Giannis do some things.
So how many? Okay, Chris, which means you got to ask him when you interview him next year. How many different flavors of Kool-Aid have you tried?
And if he has it, I'll have a package of Kool-Aid for him.
Okay.
If he just says red, he is officially Americanized.
All right. Very good. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo, cover of NBA 2K19. I'm sure as Chris reads us this list, we will find out his rookie rating in his rookie year. But a quick history lesson of NBA 2K, the rookies and their ratings with Hendo.
All right, so obviously NBA draft is here, so everybody wants to know what's going to be Luka Doncic overall rating, what is going to be DeAndre Ayton's overall rating, what is going to be Trae Young's overall rating.
First of all, do we have these?
No, we don't.
Okay, can we guesstimate? Okay, who's gonna be the highest ranking? I think it's 8.
I think it's going to be Ayton about 1. I think Doncic is an 80. I want to say Bagley is an 80 as well. There's going to be a lot of steady
Yeah.
guys.
Mo Bum will probably be like a high 70.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, so we're going to use, what I want to do here is I want to say who's the best rookie of that 2K game. Now, obviously, it may be easy to say what the first pick of the draft was, but that's not always the case. So, I'm going to give you guys an example of how the ratings went. So,
Okay.
in the 2000 NBA draft,
Who's the first pick of the 2000 draft? Is that Olo Candy?
that will be Michael Olakandi. That will be, let's see what else we got on that one. We'll put that draft real quick and we'll get that one squared away. So 2000 NBA draft, I'm sorry. This was the, okay, that's 1999, we don't want that one. All right, so that was Kenyon Martin, actually.
Ooh, the Kenyon Martin draft. I remember nobody else from that damn draft.
Stromile Swift, Darius Miles, Marcus Fowler, advisor, Mike Miller,
Ooh.
DeMar Johnson, Chris Mills,
Oh.
Courtney Alexander.
Former Laker great. Former Longhorn.
I'm not gonna mention who got drafted by
MC. That's all I say. That's
Yeah,
all
I
I
realize
say.
that.
All I say is MC, son.
Yep, he's right. Quentin Richardson, Desmond Mason. I just saw his name on there, that's why I was like, really? So, Hedo Circle. So, obviously, this is kind of an easy one. The first pick of the draft was the highest rated. Does anybody want to take a wild guess what his rating was that year?
Kenyon Martin. I'm gonna say a 73.
I say like 83.
86.
86.
Yeah.
Okay.
They really value the number 1 pick rating, you know what I'm saying, early 2K.
Okay.
All right, so next one, we're going to 2001.
2001.
2001. So, The 2001 NBA draft.
Oh
Well, that's your
man.
man? Your man Kwame?
Kwame Brown.
Cornrow Kwame.
So we had Kwame Brown, of course.
Tyson.
There you go, Tyson Chandler. It looks
Was that
like
Powell?
Yes.
Pau Gasol, Eddie Curry, Jason Richardson, Shane Battier. Rest in peace to Eddie Griffin.
Wasn't your boy Jajana Jopp in that draft too?
Yana Drop, Rodney White.
Okay, I'm guessing from looking at this list, the highest rated player.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna say Tyson Chandler.
say the Powell or Jason Richardson.
Ugh.
You guys are both incorrect. The highest rated player from that draft was Shane Battier, 81.
Oh, he probably had a high level. His awareness is probably like a 95.
And his defense was probably amazing.
All right. All right, so we got the next draft, which is 2003, which brought us the great.
No, we on 02, right?
Oh, 2, I'm sorry.
Yeah, too, yeah.
We got us the great Yao Ming,
Okay.
Jay Williams,
Oh man.
Mike Dunleavy, Drew Gooden, Nicholas Sly, Skittish Billy,
Greek. That was the Georgian Dirk.
DeJuan Wagner, Nene,
Maybe.
Chris Wilcox, Amari Stoudemire, Karan Butler, Jed Jeffries, and a slew of others. Can you
Okay, let's
I'm
see.
gonna go with yeah on that one.
I'm gonna go with because that's the easy pick. But if I wanted to be extra smart and sneaky, I'd probably go with either DeJuan Wagner or Junior Dunleavy.
Yao Ming.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Well, actually,
is it over 85?
yeah. It was actually, so there was this dispute about this because two different systems had this game. So on one system they had him at 85, but the Dreamcast had him at 85, but then PlayStation put him down to an 80. So, okay. All right.
Okay.
Now, this is where it's gonna get interesting.
He told us that the LeBron draft, he was not the
Yeah,
highest
okay.
rated
So
2K player.
we know the LeBron draft. We got
Is it Melo?
Yeah, I think
it was Carmelo Anthony at 81.
Okay.
And by the way, LeBron was the third highest rated player on that draft.
Was Wade ahead of him too?
No,
Ooh.
Chris Bosh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And by the way, Darko had a lower rating than everybody that was in the first round. That was not in the top 15 picks.
So he was ranked below Michael Petrus, Nick Collison, and Marcus Banks?
Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay.
All right, so if you can, with the internet running a little slow, I want you guys to pull up the 2005 NBA draft. All right, so 2005. NBA
04 was
Oh,
Dwight.
four, yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Oh,
Was he top ranked?
Dwight Howard, Emeka Okafor, Ben Gordon, Sean Livingston, Devin Harris, Josh Childress.
What's Sebastian Taylor for in that draft?
Dwight Howard. I'm going with
So,
Dwight
Yeah,
Howard.
Dwight Howard should have
Oh.
easily been the highest ranked.
Okay, Andre Iguodala was in that draft too, by the way.
I'm still going Dwight.
I'm still going Dwight.
That was a tie.
Oh,
Dwight and Emeka Okafor, both at 74.
boy, did they seem to love the 4-year college player who won a championship.
All right,
Wow, they both.
so we're going to the next year's draft.
05.
All right,
Magoo, D. Will,
all right, we had D. Will,
Martell
Bogut,
Webster.
Chris Paul, who happened to be on 2K cover a couple years later. Raymond Felton,
I'm gonna go
Marvin
Darren
Harrison.
Williams in that one.
I'm gonna go Chris Paul.
All right. So for that one, you guys are both wrong. Andrew Bogut was a 79.
Yeah, that's when it started to go out downhill.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 2K7.
06.
I'm sorry. Well, they skipped 06. 06 had 4 players for the mixture of that one. The top 4
The
players.
Bargnani, Rondo, Kyle
Yeah.
Lowry draft.
Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah,
Brown.
they were all
Everyone
equal.
Morrison.
That was the first year that they started doing the actual simulation of players, so they started updating the players' name.
Oh,
Nobody had
okay.
a true rating, so.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
All right.
07.
All right, 2007. So, 2007 draft. Let's get that one pulled up for you. This will have Greg Oden, Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Jeff Green, E. Giuliani, Corey Brewer, Brandon Wright, Joakim Noah, Spencer Haas, Thaddeus Young.
Back-to-back lefties drafted in AC Law and Thaddeus Young. Just wanted to let y'all know that. And this is Kevin Durant, National Player of the Year.
I think he was ranked higher than Greg Oden.
He was in the debate for 1 versus 2. Chris, don't start wondering your eyes like we're wrong. Are we wrong?
You guys are completely wrong.
Who was it?
The number one rookie of that year was a national champion, Al Horford at 81 overall.
Wow.
All right.
Where's your boy? Don't we place a call to Ronnie 2K for this?
Somebody.
Yeah, well.
All right. Oh, 08.
All right, 2008. Let's get it pulled up.
See.
That Michael Beasley draft? Yeah.
Okay,
Super
we
cool.
have Derek Rose, Michael
Oh.
Beasley,
Russ, Kevin
Oh, Vincent J.
Eric
Anthony.
Gordon, Joe Alexander, DJ Augustine,
Oh,
Brooke
yeah.
Lopez, Brandon Rush,
Joe Alexander.
JaVale McGee, Maurice Spates.
DJ Augustine went 9.
Recently in the news, JJ Hickson. Anybody want to take a stab at that one?
It should be Russ, but I think it's gonna be Derrick Rose.
I'm gonna go Beasley.
He is correct. Michael Beasley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Beasley.
83 overall.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
He was a better scorer in college than Derrick Rose was. All right.
All right.
Both his knees work.
All right, so we got the next year's draft. This one's going to be fun for you guys.
Oh, nah. That seems to be draft?
That would be Blake Griffin,
Hashim Thabit.
yes, James Harden, Tariq DeVillin Evans,
Oh, yeah, that's the
Ricky
skill.
Rubio, Johnny Flynn,
Jordan Hill.
Roydell Curry,
Okay. Is it
Jordan Hill,
See,
DeMar Rosen.
you got me overthinking this now.
So
So
I'm
it's
gonna
not Blake, huh?
Who do you think?
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say.
I'm gonna go hard.
I'm gonna say Blake.
Because Harden shot up the draft like in his senior year.
Harden was not a top 3 on that game as a rookie. The best player was Blake Griffin.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
All right,
Big
cool.
man.
All right, 2010, John
Is that the Evan Turner draft?
Evan Turner, Derek Favors, Wesley Johnson, Boogie,
I'm going with John Wall in that
Pepe
one.
Udo, Greg Monroe, Al Farouk Amin.
Hold on, this the Boogie draft?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul George, that's my dude.
I'm going John Wall.
I'm going Boogie.
All right, so for that draft, John Wall was an 81 overall in that draft.
Okay.
Boogie was an 80. And yeah. All right, so
Just never mind.
the Kyrie Irving draft is ahead now.
Kawhi, Jimmy.
Go ahead. You got Kawhi, you got Jimmy, you got Inez Cantor.
Did Chandler Parsons have both his knees in that draft?
You know, second round. So this actually was a good draft. Outside of the second pick, you had Derek Williams, of course, Inez Cantor, Tristan Thompson, Jonas, Bismack, Brandon Knight, Kimba,
I'm gonna say Kyrie.
Clay Thompson.
That's the Kyrie draft?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kyrie.
Kyrie or Kemba?
Kyrie was clearly the favorite. He was the only 80 in that draft.
Okay.
And the next best
Damn.
person was a 75.
Kimba.
That would actually be Inez Cantor. Yeah. All right.
Anthony Davis. You ain't even gotta say it.
Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You
Yeah,
ain't even gotta
all right.
say it.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be a good one. So the 2013, I'm sorry, 12, it was 13. Yes, draft. This is Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo, Otto Porter, Cody Zeller, Alex Lynn, Nerlens, Ben McLemore, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, C.J. McCollum, Trey Burke, Michael Carter-Williams, Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, Shabazz Muhammad,
I'm
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm gonna go
Shane
Oladipo.
Larkin.
I'm gonna go with Depot as well. And
All right.
I wonder what Giannis was in his rookie year.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Oladipo.
Well, you guys got half of it right because that was a tie between Anthony Bennett and Victor Oladipo at 76.
Cause they knew damn well.
All right, so with the next year, most sports talks on meme. Jabari Parker's a part of this draft.
Oh, that's the Aaron Gordon draft too, right?
This was the actual Andrew Wiggins draft. Wiggins, Parker, Embiid, Aaron Gordon, Dante Exum, Marcus Smart, Nick Stauskas, Julius Randle,
Sauce Castillo.
Zach LaVine, T.J. Warren, Tyler Ennis,
I'm
Turner
gonna
Show.
go Jabari. I feel like they probably
Yeah,
have Jabari.
I'm gonna go Jabari too.
Yeah, you guys are correct. Jabari Parker. Does anybody want to take a guess at what his overall rating was?
79.
78, and that was the highest for a rookie.
Yeah, I was about to say yeah.
All right, I think we could probably get to the next one pretty easy. This draft,
15.
yeah, this involves Carl Towns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Towns is kind of easy. So, all right,
So when you do Liverpool,
now we're getting up to date. 2K17,
16.
well, 16. Ben Simmons. Anybody want to take a stab at this one? Because I think I think it's kind of easy for you guys. We'll go with the Ben Simmons draft. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong on here, right? I don't think.
What are my choices?
All right, you got Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram,
Skinny man.
Jaylen Brown, Dragon Bender, number 4 pick of the draft,
Yeah, I'm gonna be in 7.
Chris Dunn, Buddy Hield, Jamal Murray, Marquise Chris.
Yeah, being 7.
Yeah, I'm going with light LeBron on that one.
Yeah, and that was kind of easy on that one.
I
And
like
of
the
course,
shade of LeBron.
last year, Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, Jason Tatum, Josh Jackson,
I'm going-
Jonathan Isaac,
I'm going Tatum.
marketing, Dennis Smith. You said you're going who?
I'm going Tatum.
All right, you said you're going Tatum?
Light skinned Lonzo.
You're right on part of it. You're wrong. Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball were both 80 overall.
Ow!
They got Lonzo shot on there so overrated. That boy 3-point is ridiculous on there.
And that was it. And by the way, the highest rated 2K player rookie ever was, of course, Kenyon Martin at 86, and followed by him was Steve Francis at 85.
Get the hell out.
And the lowest rated rookie since the merger of 2K that was considered like the best rookie in the game was Dwight Howard at 74.
He was still skinny back then.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. When we return, wow.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Hendo. When we return, we will get to the fight portion of the show. We will say goodbye to a light heavyweight.